Terence Crawford, pound for pound, number 2 probably, and Oleksandr Usyk number 1.
So who do you like in Canelo versus Crawford?
Well, I'm a giant Crawford fan because I think he's the best switch hitter since Marvin Hagler.
I also think Canelo is slowing down, and Canelo is more of a one-punch fighter now than the combination fighter he was when he was younger.
Do you think Terence Crawford can beat Canelo Alvarez?
Yeah.
Oleksandr Usyk's reaction to Terence "Bud" Crawford's latest training footage said it all. The undefeated Ukrainian, a master of technique and discipline himself, couldn't hide his admiration. He praised Crawford's sharpness, rhythm, and physicality, qualities that go beyond routine gym work. What Usyk saw wasn't simple preparation, it was elite craftsmanship.
Who's the best boxer, in your opinion, right now?
European?
No, world. Best fighter
World.
in the world, yeah.
I think it's Terence Crawford.
Many believe it's you. Many believe you're the best fighter.
No, I'm not.
No?
The best fighter of the world. It's Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford, number 1, yeah?
Yeah.
The type of training camp that signals a fighter fully locked into greatness. When a technician of Usyk's caliber acknowledges another man's brilliance, the boxing world takes notice. And in this case, it spells danger for Canelo Alvarez. Crawford's camp footage has ignited a storm of conversation. His crisp footwork, the seamless rhythm of his combination.
Training, your technical training, everything's got to come together.
Everything. But when you, and it's crazy because like in the past interviews, I was like, man, Canelo too big, man. It's weight classes for a reason. I was like, nah.
And the ferocity in his conditioning sessions have created an aura of inevitability around him. For fans and analysts alike, the message is clear. Bud is not just preparing for another fight, he is preparing to challenge history itself. Podcast titan and fight analyst Joe Rogan weighed in, stressing that at the highest level, success is never about...
Is that Canelo Crawford is the biggest fight of the decade. I mean, to a purist and a fighter, it's laughable. Because you have Crawford jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, who's a natural light heavyweight. Crawford, who couldn't push back Madrimov. Life and death with Madrimov. What do you think Canelo's gonna do to him? Run him out of the ring!
One thing, it's about the unification of every detail, power, precision, movement, and discipline. Crawford's camp has showcased exactly that. Every movement in sparring is calculated, every pivot purposeful, every punch a reflection of timing drilled to perfection. His preparation isn't about surviving a fight, it's about dominating one. Rogan pointed out that Crawford's ability to blend power with precision and rhythm with composure is what makes him uniquely dangerous. Against a naturally larger opponent like Canelo, those attributes may prove decisive. For Rogan, this footage wasn't just impressive, it was frightening. Not everyone, however, is convinced. Oscar De La Hoya, never shy about voicing his skepticism, has openly questioned Crawford's chances against a seasoned, bigger man like Canelo. To him, moving up in weight often strips a fighter of his natural advantages. Yet the footage tells a different story. Instead of looking sluggish or burdened by the new size, Crawford appears energized. His hand speed hasn't dimmed. His combinations remain razor sharp, flowing from stance to stance with seamless execution. His conditioning looks relentless.
He has passed his best. He's had over 60 fights. He's made a fortune. Why is he even still fighting? But this is a super fight against Crawford. Yeah. But it could go wrong for him. It could end up
relentless, suggesting he's built for the full 12 rounds against a physically imposing opponent. For every doubt De La Hoya raises, Crawford's training answers with proof. If anything, his camp reflects a fighter growing sharper as the stakes grow higher. Heavyweight legend Lennox Lewis, known for his analytical eye, offered his own verdict after studying Crawford's preparation. What impressed him wasn't just the sharpness of Bud's punches or the crispness of his pivots. It was his discipline. Lewis has been through grueling camps himself, and he recognized the signs of a fighter in peak mental and physical form. Discipline, timing, and IQ, Lewis said. That's what it takes to beat bigger men. In Crawford, he sees all three shining through. Calm yet dangerous, poised yet aggressive, Bud's training has convinced Lewis that size alone won't determine this fight. Lewis knows what it takes to topple giants. In Crawford, he sees a fighter prepared to write his own version of that story.
Have a fight rather than
No, I don't think there's no pressure on Terence because Terence gonna fight the way that he's used to fighting. So by saying all that stuff that Turkey say or anybody else say, that doesn't bother Terence not one bit. You know, we train for one way, the way we're gonna fight, and that's the way we're gonna get the job done.
Carl Froch, never one to sugarcoat his opinions, admitted the risks but still couldn't deny what he was witnessing. To Froch, Crawford looks like an unbelievable bad boy fighter. It's not just the skill, it's the aura, that unshakable confidence, the type that seeps into opponents before the first bell even rings. Crawford's camp has created exactly that. Explosive sharpness, flawless conditioning, and a demeanor that screams danger. Froch believes that even if the size difference tilts in Canelo's favor, Crawford's bad boy energy might be enough to flip the script. Trainer Bulmack, who has long observed Crawford's development, insists this camp is different. His words reflect absolute belief. Crawford's footwork looks razor sharp, his execution clinical, his composure chillingly calm. What strikes Bulmack most is the deliberateness of every move. Nothing looks wasted. Every slip, every pivot, every counter flows with certainty.
Terence Crawford wanting to fight Canelo Alvarez, moving up 3 weight classes. What do you make of it, and is it a good idea for him to do that?
I think it's a good fight. I think, listen, everybody can do what they want to do, and if he believes in himself, then go for it. Why not? I think he's an awesome fighter. Both of them are. Both of them are exceptional fighters. And I would be one of the people paying for a pay-per-view to watch it. I don't really have a favourite. I like both fighters. Both very different skill fighters in their own ways.
Surgical precision. Years of discipline are now condensed into one frighteningly complete package. To Bulmack, this isn't just another Crawford camp, it's his sharpest, most dangerous one yet. And if that composure carries into fight night, then Canelo's size advantage may quickly dissolve into irrelevance. Against this version of Bud, every mistake risks instant punishment. WBC heavyweight king Tyson Fury, never short on words, gave his own take. He respects both men, but there was a subtle nod toward Crawford's self-belief, a quality Fury deeply understands. Watching the training footage, Fury saw crisp combinations, slick footwork, and a sparring calmness that painted the portrait of a fighter who knows exactly who he is. To Fury, size matters, but greatness often redefines limits, and in Crawford, he sees someone on the brink of doing exactly that. Fury refused to pick sides, but admitted he'd pay to watch, coming from a man who's headlined some of boxing.
You can give weight away, okay? But there's not a difference in class, in my opinion, in this fight. Canelo is not head and shoulders above Crawford in terms of class. If there is a class difference, it'll be in Crawford's favor. I think
boxing's biggest stages. That's no small endorsement. This isn't just hype, Fury hinted. This is history in the making. Former world champion Duke McKenzie underlined Crawford's confidence, noting that his body hasn't been dulled by the extra pounds. If anything, he looks sharper and more fluid. McKenzie observed how effortlessly Crawford glides across the canvas, his punches snapping with surprising power. What struck him was how natural Bud looked at the higher weight. This isn't a man slowed by size, McKenzie noted. This is a man thriving in it. Duke believes the fight may go the distance, which plays directly into Crawford's hands. His mastery of rhythm, pace, and control makes him a nightmare in long battles. If Canelo can't physically bully him, Bud's slickness could pile up rounds. And watching his gym work, McKenzie believes Crawford is perfectly prepared for that outcome. Veteran trainer Teddy Atlas
is really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from.
Took the conversation straight to the heart of the matter. Canelo may be great, Atlas said, but Crawford might be special. In Atlas's eyes, Crawford's training reveals more than athleticism. It reveals greatness forged in hunger. His footwork looks drilled to perfection. His punches released with icy composure. His conditioning base unbreakable. Atlas questioned whether Bud could truly carry the weight, but what he didn't question was his mentality. Atlas has seen countless champions, and his instincts told him Crawford has it. That intangible edge separating great fighters from truly special ones. If Atlas is right, then this fight isn't just a showdown, it's Crawford's coronation. Roy Jones Jr., perhaps the most naturally gifted fighter of his era, offered perhaps the sharpest perspective. People forget, he said, that Crawford doesn't need perfect opposition to prove his greatness. He is the greatness. The footage shows it. Crisp combinations, fluid movement, surgical footwork, and the eerie calmness of a man who already knows the answers to the test. Jones warned that if
Canelo approaches the fight like he's the man and he can box and outbox Terence Crawford, he'll get beat. If he comes out and shows that he really wants to go out and prove the world that he's still the best, he might.
Canelo enters expecting to simply outbox Crawford. He's in for a rude awakening. Crawford's rhythm is too deceptive, his IQ too high, his adaptability second to none. Roy respects both men, but his words carried a warning. Underestimate Bud and the night could unravel quickly. Then there are Crawford's own words. Simple but chilling. Take each other's heads off. It's not bravado. His training reflects it. Combinations with venom, footwork that stays crisp after exhausting rounds, conditioning built for a 12-round war. Crawford's versatility is what makes him terrifying. He can brawl if dragged into fire, or box slick and pile up points. The closer the fight goes, the more dangerous he becomes. That aura, the calm aggression that dismantled countless champions before, is alive and well. Against Canelo, Crawford isn't just preparing to win, he's preparing to dominate. British prospect Hamza Shiraz raised a fair point. Canelo is a natural super middleweight with durability and power Crawford has never encountered. But again, the footage answers. Bud looks frighteningly comfortable at the weight. His body has...
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I think Crawford rebuttal was everybody always say he hasn't fought nobody or everybody that he fought was a no-name. But I'm going to tell you like this, what Crawford said.
Build out without sacrificing speed. Robert Garcia echoed similar concerns but couldn't deny what his eyes saw. He hasn't just gained weight, Garcia admitted. He's mastered it. Crawford's slickness, timing, and combinations remain intact, perhaps even sharper. To Garcia, this may be the most dangerous version of Crawford we've ever seen, and at the center of it all stands Oleksandr Usyk's respect. The unified heavyweight king declared Crawford the true pound-for-pound #1. Watching this camp, his words resonate even louder. Every clip screams discipline. Every movement screams sharpness. Every round screams obsession with perfection. If Crawford beats Canelo, he doesn't just win a fight, he cements himself as the pound-for-pound king of this era, a man who dared to climb weight and conquer. If Canelo wins, his power and size will remind the world why he's been boxing's biggest name. But make no mistake, this fight isn't about who's bigger, it's about who's sharper, hungrier, and more complete. And right now, all signs point to Terence "Bud" Crawford as that man. The closer we get, the clearer it becomes.
Canelo stops Crawford.
He's been in with all the styles. Listen, Bivol kind of, if he was up there with Bivol, and Bivol's one of the most elite 175 pounders there are. Canelo's a natural 160,
This isn't just another fight. It's a battle for legacy, for pound supremacy, and for history. Crawford's training camp has painted the picture of a fighter obsessed with perfection, ready to shock the world. But will it be enough to overcome Canelo Alvarez's size, power, and experience? That's the question boxing fans are asking. So I'll ask you, are you backing Terence "Bud" Crawford to make history, or will Canelo Alvarez spoil the party? Drop your thoughts below. The debate is only just beginning.